Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be showcasing my Minions plugin, Update 3.4.3. Miner Minion. The miner can be placed near a cobblestone generator and will mine the block it's facing continuously until death, if health and hunger are enabled. If linked with the chest, items mined, collected, will be placed into the chest. If hunger and health are enabled, you can link a food chest. Food items from this chest will be given to the minion, so you do not have to feed it manually. There are currently two ways for you to collect a minion. The first one is the command minion give username, the minion type, and the amount. The second way is the shop, minion shop. To place your minion, select a block you would like to place it above, click on the block, and it should place your minion. Miner minion will start mining. You can link it to a chest by opening its GUI, clicking on the link chest item, and crouch right clicking on a chest. Now all the items the miner mines will be placed into the chest. Seller minion. The seller minion can be placed in between chests, and all the chests within its radius that contain items will have their items sold. Worth plugins such as Shop GUI Plus, Essentials, Essentials X, and Hypereconomy can be used for pricing. This minion can also be linked with a food chest. After placing this minion, if you don't like it spamming you, you can open its GUI and click on the Sell Messages item. This will mean the seller minion will not message you anymore. It can sell food items, materials, or anything that you put into the items chest. You can also change its radius and other amazing features. Butcher minion. When placed, this minion will kill or attack if configured entities within its radius. Items it collects can be placed into its linked chest. It can also be linked to a food chest. Once placed, the butcher should instantly kill entities within its radius, unless configured to only do damage, such as shown here. You may also give the butcher custom swords, such as a Fire Aspect 2 sword. The enchants also function. Collector minion. This minion will collect dropped items within its radius. It can be linked with a food and link chest. Once placed, the collector should be linked to a chest immediately. Otherwise, the items it collects will just be teleported to its feet. You can change the radius on the minion and other features. Sorter minion. This minion will sort items from the chest it's linked with into chests in its radius that have a sign containing the material name for the item it is trying to sort. Once placed, the sorter needs to be linked to a chest. This chest is the input. When items are placed into the chest, it will be sorted into the chests surrounding the minion with signs on them that have the material names of the items they are trying to sort. Fisher minion. This minion will collect configured items, usually fish, from the water within its radius. When the fisher is placed, it'll automatically start fishing. I do recommend changing the chance rate to a very low number, because big spaces of water like this, the fisher will choose each and every block of water and give a chance rate for that water block. You can also give the fisher custom fishing rods. Breeder minion. The minion will breed animals such as cows, pigs, sheep, and chicken. When placed, the breeder has multiple functions. It can collect milk from cows, mushroom stew from mushrooms, and also breed. It can also collect eggs from chickens and wool from sheep. Farmer minion. This minion will farm blocks within its radius. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once placed, the farmer should start farming. Make sure to link it to a chest, otherwise the items will go everywhere. Lumberjack minion. This minion will chop down trees inside its radius. Collected items will be placed into the link chest or dropped. Simply place the lumberjack minion, link it to a chest, plant a sapling, and wait for it to grow. Otherwise you can use bone meal. Builder minion. This minion has two tasks, which the names are pretty self-explanatory: filler and remover. One fills blocks between the positions you set, the other removes the blocks. Once you place the builder, make sure to link it to a chest. Place items in this chest that you want it to fill the positions with. You then right-click the build task item, and you set the positions. By default, the builder is set to fill, and it'll start filling the positions. You then can also change the task to remove, and it will remove the blocks. A new minion that was added recently is called the Crafter minion. You place the minion, you open its GUI, and link it to a chest. Once the chest is linked, you reopen its GUI, open the craftables inventory, and click on an item you want to be crafted, such as a piston. That item will be added to the crafted inventory, and then you move to the chest. In the chest, you place the materials to craft the item, and the crafter will craft the piston. This is the miner minion configuration file. All of these files are almost exactly the same, so I'll only go over this one. You start out with the tutorial section. If you head down to the settings, you start with health, hunger, and cost. These are the max health and hunger you can set, and the cost is the amount of money it takes from you when you purchase from the shop. Armor color is the default armor color that your minion spawns with. The blocks for hunger lost is the amount of blocks before the minion loses hunger. Ticks per movement is the amount of ticks it takes before the arm moves. Custom pickaxe permission can be set to anything you choose. You can also set if you want the damage to go to the custom pickaxe and the default pickaxe. The default minion is where you can change the item information. The limits can be customized however you want. You start with the permission node and you end with the amount that you want the limit to be. You can also set the name tag permission for people to use name tags on their minions. You can also set whether the minion should despawn on death or stay there and not move. There's also spawn animations, such as dance, dab, none, or super landing. Movement blockers are to the walk mine feature. You can also blacklist blocks that you don't want to be mined by the miner. The feed and heal section is pretty much self-explanatory. You got feed with food, enable health and hunger, etc. The walk permission node. If the minions should automatically start walking. Max distance from starting location is the location of which the miner will teleport back to the starting location. Should the minion bottle your EXP? Then you have purifier settings. This is pretty much an exchange system. Cobblestone will give you a chance rate of 100 cobblestone, or stone 50 chance rate, or lapis 5 chance rate, and so on. Then you have the GUI. You can customize each item individually. This is the config file. You can have it reset on every update. You can have it delete the empty user files. You can change the permission nodes for the commands or others. You can disable or enable the minion types. If you don't want the item to have a specific data value, you can set NBT tags to true. You can also enable or disable support for certain plugins. You can blacklist the worlds that you don't want minions to be used in. You can also change the messages that the plugin uses. This is the store. You can change each item individually. Again, the costs are located in the minion configurations. So unless you have vault set to false, you make sure to change those. This is the suits config. You can add, edit, or remove suits at any time. There's also a function called can be used on. This allows you to only use suits on specific minion types. You can also change the suit settings GUI. This allows you to have specific suits with specific items to each suit, and no permission items and activated items. There are also a few other commands that are very useful with minions, such as minion, list, and the minion type. This will give you the ID of the minion in the config and the location of where your minion is placed. You can also pick it up using minion, pickup, miner, and the ID. You can also just use minion pickup. You can also use minion list. And there's also minion purge.